Doesn't have to be on, yeah.
Ahuna,
Aye.
Trustee Akaka. Aye. Trustee Akina.
Aye.
Trustee Alaka left. Trustee Lindsay is excused. Trustee Galutaria left. Trustee Souza.
Aye.
Trustee Waihe'e.
Yes.
And Chair Hele.
Aye.
You have 6 yes votes. We're moving back into open session.
Okay, we're reconvened in open session. Let us know when we're live. Okay, trustees, we are now back in open session. And the chair would like to report out that the Board of Trustees had a discussion in executive session pursuant to HRS 92-584 to meet with its legal counsel regarding the board's powers, duties, and liabilities with respect to the following matters. First and foremost, the board took and discussed and took action on Kapuana's request to serve in 2 volunteer roles. The board approved the Kapuana to serve on the Board of Regents for Chaminade University. That was a unanimous vote. And then it voted to not approve the Hickam Honorary Commanders program. The second thing was the board had a discussion and status update on personnel related investigation of former OS staff. No action was taken. The third thing was the board discussed and unanimously approved a press release that has now been issued to the local media challenging the Kamehameha Schools admissions policy. And the board unanimously approved the issuing of this press release in support of Kamehameha Schools. And finally, the vice chair presided over an executive summary of findings regarding an internal investigation, and no action was taken. Our last item on the agenda, well, we did community current concerns and celebrations, but we'll just throw it out there. Has anyone signed up since we did it at the beginning of the meeting? Community concern celebrations, none? Okay.
No.
So last thing is announcements. Trustees, our next board meeting is set for Thursday. That's September 18th, 2025. Meeting time will be at 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, September 18th, 8 o'clock. Our first Ohana workday, if trustees are able to participate, is going to be at Kukani Loco. This will be a huakai set for Tuesday, September 16th. Instructions are to meet here at Nalama Kukui and depart at 0800 via bus, and an email has been and will be continued to be sent out with details for that day's itinerary to be sent out by the administration. And then the third announcement is that the Strategy and Implementation Division has again reiterated and requested that trustees by Monday, September 8th, provide key information on the Mana I Mauliola strategic plan refresh and update that's being led by Chair Ahuna and Trustee Alapa. And so it's really important for this group to get information from trustees that are not part of the committee. And so if you can please look at Elena's email and respond by Monday, September 8th, it would be much appreciated. Trustee Ahuna, anything on that? Okay. Great. Trustees, any other announcements? Yeah, Trustee Akaka?
Yes, I have a couple. First, on Saturday, August 23rd, I attended the celebration of Bernard Punikai'a's life at Hanai Akamalama, the Queen Emma Summer Palace. And what's on the screen right now is the article that was published in Kawaiʻola in 2022, speaking of Anakala as a visionary, as well as his work in creating the Ka'ohana o Kalaupapa and the memorial that they have planned for Kalaupapa. And also to note that this was authorized by Congress to establish the memorial. So at that gathering that I attended and participated in, one of the first speakers was the father of one of our fellow trustees, Governor Jon Waihe'e III, as well as Governor Neil Abercrombie, and they spoke very lovingly and passionately of the work of Anakala Bernard. And just to share some more information on him, he is a visionary and great leader behind Ka'ohana o Kalaupapa. And he was sent to Kalaupapa in 1941 at age 11.
Wow.
And as he had succumbed to the Hansen's disease. And he has been a strong advocate for the rights of Native Hawaiians and those that have had Hansen's, as well as being a composer and a musician. So I attended that on August 23rd. I also attended a workshop, a ʻIʻi weaving class that we had sponsored in a budget and finance committee. And I attended it last week. So you'll see on the screen the flyer that speaks on the ʻIʻi. Can you open it the wide? This it's minimized, maximize the screen, where you can see it fully. Okay. So just to share some of the about this ʻIʻi weaving class. So it was much more prolific than I knew it to be based on what the sponsorship description had entailed. And so you'll see on the screen the kumu, Lloyd Kumu La'au, as well as Haunani Singh, and also with the kokua of Kili Kanoi Mahi, who you might recognize as she presented in that sponsorship in the meeting. And so just to kind of give you a visual of what was done, this is what I created with the kokua of the kumu. And so in preparation for this, we were asked to have a Zoom, and it was a sponsored workshop, and then the group had reached out asking if any of the trustees would be interested in attending. So I raised my hand. So just to show you what this is a hina'i, which is a traditional hinalea or Hawaiian fish trap. And in preparation for this, I had no idea that I would have to source a pohaku. I had no idea that we would be going up to the forest to then forage for the ʻIʻi, the traditional ʻIʻi plant up there, and do this cordage, the aha, and so forth. So in giving you more visual, this is ʻIʻi. So this is a plant that you'll see throughout Polynesia and in our Hawaiian forests. And this is what we foraged for. And this is a natural material similar to this. Well, this is the ʻIʻi you'll see on here. And it takes many ʻIʻi to make a single basket. So we foraged that, and because it needs to be dried, we use the ʻIʻi that a previous group had picked, and then the ʻIʻi that we were able to collect is going to go to the next group. So this pohaku here, after 2 days of being in search of pohaku that would fit a trap of this size, as well as one that is round and smooth enough, this is what I found at Kalahui Pua'a, and you of course ask for permission and you pull it to ensure that it would be okay, the pohaku would be okay in being a part of this creation. And then my husband was assigned to tie this cordage here, to weave this. And I wanted to share with you some of the reflections of this, the participation of this. So first 2 days searching for the pohaku, third day in the forest foraging through the day, and then we started our weaving. Fourth day, we complete the weaving, the cordage and so forth, and it connects with the pohaku. So I want to mahalo the Office of Hawaiian Affairs as it was expressly shared time and time again by the participants and the kumu of this workshop, how appreciative they were to the Office of Hawaiian Affairs in supporting and perpetuating our Hawaiian culture. And it was one of the messages that really resonated with me in my experience there. Naturally, you'll see in perpetuation of our culture, there are those that are Native Hawaiian, and often there are those that are not Native Hawaiian. And as it was shared, is that those that were teaching this, so Lloyd Kumula'au Singh and Haunani Singh, is that their kumu are not of Native Hawaiian ancestry. However, they attained and passed on this ike kupuna. And they felt it was very important to be able to perpetuate it and share it with our Native Hawaiian that Hamana that became kumu, as well as those that are not Native Hawaiian. And the message there as well is that even though not everyone there was our Hamana of Native Hawaiian ancestry, one day they might become a kumu to then teach a Native Hawaiian this same culture that our kumu have, our kumu and kupuna have practiced through the years. So the other part too is that we learned that we all have a background, no matter what culture you're part of. You are a weaving culture, and that we have it within myself. I had no idea that I would be able to create this in the time span that we did, and I feel very honored to have participated in this practice. And I wanted to mahalo Kiali'i Kanoi Mahi for taking us up to the forest to forage for these materials, as well as Lloyd Kumula'au and Haunani Singh. And I did ask them if they were so inclined that in the upcoming Oahu Island community meetings, and at least one of them, if they would be open and available to share on some of their mana'o in providing the traditions of our kupuna in a meeting, as well as with Kili'i Kanoi Mahi, having that she resides in Kealakekua, Hawaii, that with our upcoming Hawaii Island community meeting held in Kona, if she would be so inclined to share on her mana'o on participation and sponsorship by the Office of Hawaiian Affairs and some of the perpetuation of our culture. So I just wanted to take this time to share with you all some of what I learned and participated in last week.
Well, we will mahalo you for representing us, and that's incredible.
Yes,
Yeah.
mahalo.
Must have taken a lot of hard work. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
What beautiful.
Mahalo.
Okay. Anything else, trustees? Okay, we had another long meeting. But I just want to mahalo everyone for your hard work on our governance documents. Really, really important that we got those things done. Things that had languished for years here at OHA. We got it done. Everyone worked super hard, and I think we have a good document to help us holomua and move forward. Yeah. All right. And with that being said, can I get a motion to adjourn? Discussion, roll call vote.
Trustee Ahuna.
Aye.
Trustee Akaka.
Aye.
Trustee Akina. Trustee Souza.
Aye.
Trustee Waihe'e. Chair Kahele.
Aye.
You have 6 yes votes. We are adjourned.
Okay, mahalo. Okay, great, okay. 3 weeks. See, 2 weeks, yes, sure. Nice job, nice job. Take care. No problem. Press these one out.
Yep.
Good, okay. Okay, great. It's a good read, that last read. Enjoyable read for me.